All right, shalom to the hopeful elect. I'm going to start off by giving all praise, honor, and glory unto Yahweh Ba'ashem, Yahweh Shai Bahasham Rakah Kwadash. Double honors unto the apostles and elders out of Great Millstone, and peace and mercy to the hopeful elect. All right, it's the brother Ayah coming back at you through the Spirit, pushing this mighty word to you so-called Negroes, Latinos, Native Americans, which are the children of Israel, also known as the chosen people of the Heavenly Father, man. All right, this is fresh off the presser, man, so I wanted to bring it out, man, put it on wax, man, because, one of the main prophecies, man, is going into the mark of the beast, man, going into Revelations 3 and 10, which is that the hour of temptation that's going to come upon all the world, man, to try every man and woman, man, so this is something that you have to be aware of and doing your best to prepare for this, The best way to prepare for this is what I can tell you in scriptures, man, that the way you build faith is by the hearing of the word. So you must continue to hear the word over and over and, get it into your mind, because you're going to have to hold fast to what you have, man. Maybe you might come to a time where you're not going to be able to pull up your precepts or watch a video or breakdown. You maybe come to a time where you don't have those things, You may get, drug out of your house and, on the way to one of these guillotines, one of these concentration camps, what do you do then? You start, you hold fast to the scriptures, man. You remember, be faithful unto death, man. Strive for this truth. You remember, strive for this truth unto death, and the Heavenly Father will fight for you. You remember, Yahweh Shai said he has overcome the world. That's the things you have to realize, because the things that's going to be offered to you are the things of this world. They're going to try to bribe you with money, women, like in that movie 300. The dude that had he had kind of like the humpback, and he switched teams. And they bribed him. They said, man, look at all these things you can have. These, don't you want it? He's like, yes. And, and he folded. So those are the things going to be presented to you, man, to get you to fold. And then ultimately we know, man, they're going to try to get us with using our family and our children, man. Don't you want to see your children alive? Then do this. These are things you have to remember. You have to count the cost, man. All right? If you have enough to fight this battle, these are things you have to remember. This just telling you the truth. And then going into Revelations, it's like Matthew 19 and 29, man, these are some of the things that you have to forsake, man, if need be, man, and Heavenly Father will give you that 100-fold, But I want to get into this, man, because the brother out of the, this is his tag, but the brother out of, dang, it's like in my brain, it's moving slow tonight, England, out of the England camp, he put this video up on his channel, man, and I seen it, and just wanted to show brothers, man, and the sheep out there, going into Revelations 13 and 16, where it tells you that he going to cause you to receive this mark if you want to be able to buy or sell. So it's showing you clearly that who's going to be that person that's going to be presenting this option to you. All right. So, all right, let me play it.
Is that instead of transactions clearing through your wallet, in the form of cash, or clearing through your bank in the form of when you go and use your Amex card or your Visa card, all of your transactions are now going to transact through the Federal Reserve. And so every single thing you buy will now be seen by the government. And that'll be used in all kinds of ways. Now, we can speculate what those are, but as Brooke says, we don't have to, because China's already done it. So we know exactly how this works. Here's how the movie plays. Okay, and I'll tell you this from real life experience. So I used to be on a committee called the International Heads of Supervision. It was the banking regulators of the G20 countries. And so one of my colleagues on the International Heads of Supervision group was the vice chairman of the People's Bank of China. And we had conversations about what China's intentions were and experiences were with their CBDC. The vice chairman of the People's Bank of China said that China walked down this road for 3 reasons, and tell me if you like any of these reasons, okay? Reason number 1 is, with a CBDC, we will build our own network that will be entirely away from the global financial network administered by the US through something called the Basel Committee. And once we do that, the US will not be able to sanction us anymore, because we'll have our own system. And we can be in it with anybody we want. It could be Russia, North Korea, Cuba, Venezuela, or whatever, but it'll be free from sanctions because it doesn't run through the banking system. That's reason number one. Reason number two, because our economy is such a fast-growing and large economy, we will be able to supplant the dollar as the world's global reserve currency. And the way we will do that is once our CBDC is fully operational, we will require inbound investment into China to be made not in dollars as it is today, but in ECNY tokens. That's the name of their CBDC. So if I'm a US investor and I want to invest in WeChat or Alibaba, I can no longer write a check in dollars. I have to first go and remit it in that form. And the third reason is because we want to approve and disapprove transactions for our citizens. There's some things we think some people shouldn't buy, and we want to be able to turn it off. Much as China recently used their COVID health app to shut down a series of protests by turning it red, right? They want to be able, when you are the bad guy in the Tiananmen Square protest, to turn off your wallet and not allow you to spend your own money. So these are things that I'm not making up. They've happened in the only country to launch a CBDC thus far.
All right, Khan. All right, so one of the first things he said that, all transactions will be known by the federal government. All right. So I let you know that who's going to be issuing this format, man. It's going to be pushed to the federal government, right? So who runs the government? All right, so you ask yourself, man, look at the 12 tribes and you tell me which one of those tribes run the government. Exactly, it's Esau, Edom, all right? So going into 2nd Ezra 6 and 9, man, this is part of his end, all right? This is part of Revelations 12 and 12, man, that he knoweth he have but a short time, all right? So these are the things that he's putting together before he's taken out of the way, all right? So he's looking to take as many down as possible, all right? So it's just John 10 and 10. It reminds you that what? It says, the thief cometh not, but for to steal and to kill and to destroy. So he's looking to destroy you. All right, so you receiving that is going to destroy you. I'm going to show you why it's going to destroy you. But you're going to be destroyed again, too, because he's going to have, like, ultimate control over you. All right? You try to purchase something, he's like, nah, I don't think he needs to buy that. You know, that they shut you down. And like he said with China, where people try to protest, and they're like, okay, I'm going to fix him. All right, so these are the things that you see, man. Like, who wants to live like that? That's not even living, all right? So I'm going to finish it off. It says, the thief cometh not, but to steal and to kill and destroy, all right? It says, but I am come that they might have life and that they might have it more abundantly, all right? So we're pushing to our people to choose life, all right? Because that's death by agreeing with the covenant with these heathens, man. All right, the Heavenly Father said he would disannul your covenant with death. You know, so you take that covenant thinking, okay, you're gonna receive life, but the Heavenly Father is gonna grant you the death that you asked for. All right, because he is as his death, Esau, Edom. That's who you're gonna shake hands with, man. All right, we're trying to warn you of that. All right, so how is that going to destroy you? Revelations 14 and 9, and the third angel followed them, saying with a loud voice, man, if any man worship the beast and his image and receive his mark in his forehead or in his right hand. So that mark is going to charagma, which is an insertion into the skin. All right, and with that, you're going to be able to buy and sell. You know, they're going to have that tied into your biometrics. They're going to know who's actually the person that's buying and selling and receiving these goods. All right, but all that's going to come at a price, man. You know, he's called Big Brother right now. He wants to be a damn dad, you know. You're going to need a damn permission slip to do anything going forward, man. You know, so this is like, why would you choose this, all right? It says, so if you receive that, verse 10, the same shall drink of the wine of the wrath of the Most High, which is poured out without mixture into the cup of his indignation. his righteous anger. So if he has angels telling our people not to receive this, you take it anyway. He of course he's going to be angry, man. So his righteous anger, and he shall be tormented with fire and brimstone in the presence of the holy angels and in the presence of the Lamb. You see, so the angel that told you, hey, not to do this, you're in the same presence of the angels and the Lamb. You're going to be on fire, basically, man. All right, this is verse 12. The saints are warning you. Here is the patience of the saints. Here are they that keep the commandments of the Most High and the faith of Yahweh Shai. So those that are keeping the commandments and the faith, they know these warnings and let you know, even if you don't believe these things are going to take place, man, this is through faith. We know what's going to happen. And right now it's right before your eyes. So you can play dumb if you want, man. All right. Let me see. So therefore, you need what? You need this truth, because the saints are gonna be intact with the truth, man. It's Psalms 91:4. He shall cover thee with his feathers, man. All right, and under his wings shalt thou trust, meaning his holy word, man. His truth shall be thy shield and buckler. See, this truth is gonna be your shield and buckler, man, especially in that times. All right, you're gonna need to be shielded up, man, especially mentally. It says gird thy mind. You have to gird your mind with what? With this truth, man. All right, and that's where you want to be saved. I mean, that's where you want to be stayed upon. All right, when you like if you see it like a winged creature, man, when he shields his cubs, I mean not his cubs, when he shields his babies or whatever, he does so with his wings. So then the Father is shielding us with this truth, man. All right, this truth is, his name is a safe haven, and this truth, man, this is where we hide at, man. Let me grab Ezekiel the 3rd chapter, man. All right, starting at the top, it says, moreover, he said unto me, son of man, eat that thou findest, eat this roll. See, the saints have been eating this roll, and go speak unto the house of Israel. See, so that's our only concern, man. So I opened my mouth, and he caused me to eat that roll. And he said unto me, son of man, cause thy belly to eat, all right, and fill thy bowels with this roll that I give thee. See, so he gave us this roll, and he gave us everything you need to know. All right, then did I eat it, and it was in my mouth as honey for sweetness. All right, so it's sweet that we know the things to look for. We know the obstacle to take to get out of this maze, man. All right, and he said unto me, son of man, go get thee into the house of Israel and speak with my words unto them. All right, so that's exactly what we're doing, man. All right, so you can't call us false in no way, shape, or form. That's all we're doing. We're not adding to, nor taking away, man. Verse 7, but the house of Israel will not hearken unto thee, for they will not hearken unto me, for all the house of Israel are impudent and hard-headed. I mean, hard-hearted, basically. All right, so that lets you know that, we know, the scriptures remind us that only a remnant is going to listen. So majority is going to clearly not, the majority is clearly not going to listen, man. But the true saints are going to take hold, man, because they don't want to be partakers of Revelation 14 and 9 and 10 that we just read. Behold, I have made thy face strong against their faces, and thy forehead strong against their foreheads. All right, so we're not going to fall into what Christianity teach. You once saved, always saved. We're not going to fall for that, man. Scripture says, he that endureth unto the end, the same shall be saved. So this is something you're going to have to endure. All right, so we brought that video out to show, man. You see what he's up to, man. He's looking to obtain his enterprise, man. All right, and he's he's doing it in a clever, subtle way, basically. He's doing it slowly. So this time right now, like we read at camp, man, take the opportunity to do goodness in the sight of Yahweh Shai. Goodness is what? The law, statutes, commandments, and doing good is also to feed the sheep. All right, that's all we're doing, man. Make it simple and plain, man. All right, bringing that simplicity into the blind. When you go into simplicity, it means the simplicity going to allowing them to be be multitasking, basically. Have them go to work, do their jobs at the same time, reading and studying, and putting that armor upon them at the same time. You see, just like you seen in the movie Nat Turner, where you had the young Jake. He played stupid, but when he got home, man, he brought the scriptures and he read it to his family. See, that's that simplicity that we have developed on this side, man. That's what you're gonna need. All right, I'm gonna leave it at that just for right now. Hey, Lord willing, I'm able to continue to push. Shalom.